But then you genuinely looked up every day.
Man.
Yeah, especially when I texted her, like my body was shutting down.
I was like,
Daniel
what
was
kind
like,
of text is this?
Daniel
What you mean your body's shutting down?
I was
You
like,
good?
bro, you good? Like
this is a serious topic, but we said I collapsed and fell on the fridge. That was the funniest thing ever. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of the Shift in Motion podcast. If you have not yet already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, rate us 5 stars.
Wow. Yeah, you can tell we're rusty. We haven't done this in a while. Welcome back, guys. I'm alive. We're definitely gonna get into it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for believing in us that we will return.
Let's give him some context first.
Yes, let's give him some context.
So this is gonna be a pretty.
Hold on.
Right, we get it. Okay.
For those of you who don't know what's going on, follow us on Instagram. And
yes. So everything was on Instagram at Shift in Motion.
100%.
Literally the name of the podcast on Instagram. Follow us there. We always give out updates and whatnot.
Yeah, we always give up. We don't like to do what we do.
But this episode is gonna be pretty filled with serious information, serious things that have happened, and why we have not been making podcasts for the last 2 weeks.
Correct.
Which has been eating me up inside. It is really frustrating. We were supposed to come back earlier this week, but then last week, but then we had to move it to this week due to certain reasons.
Sir, a lot. Tech, health, all of it.
But with that being said, question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
During those 2 weeks, what was your guys' favorite activity that you did? Comment below. What was your favorite activity, Jack?
Not dying, bro. Not dying.
My favorite activity was going to New York, seeing the new Z.
Bro.
We might talk about that later in this podcast, or we might leave it for another podcast.
I think you want to leave it for another
podcast.
I think you want to leave it for another podcast because that's a whole topic within itself.
So, all right, Jack. So tell us what has been happening with you.
Bro, you're weird, bro. Mr. Tarzan over here, Danny of the jungle.
Jack, what has happened to you during the last 2-3 weeks? What happened?
So, before I even start, I just gotta say thank you. Honestly, thank you to all those supporters. Thank you to all the people that wish me well, for the who send prayers my way. All of you guys are awesome, and once again, thank you. They're all felt. And and I'm alive, right? And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I was diagnosed with COVID about 3 weeks ago, essentially, and it was the worst experience of my life. And I mean that, actually. Like, I haven't lived a long time, right? I still have a long, God willing, I have a long more time to go. But as of right now, my 24 years of life, this has been the worst experience I've ever had. And I mean that.
You know, it was bad when you texted me out of nowhere I forgot what you texted me, but you were like, this is bad, my body's shutting down.
Yeah. Because I had to tell somebody. Somebody had to know. And I know me and I don't know. I feel like hitting you up. You weren't the only person, but you're the first person I hit up, though. I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know.
No, because you were telling me, like.
Yeah, right.
So do you want to tell us, like, how you found out you had it, what you felt like?
Oh yeah, 100%.
The false negative that occurred.
Yeah. So first we can start with that. First I started feeling sick, got a false negative, and
how do you know it was a false negative?
I'll get into that. So I fell into this false sense of security, right? Yes, my body felt sick, but just false negative. Something it was just regular cold, right? So on the 29th. Thursday, July 28th, I started having like regular, cold symptoms, right? And that's the tricky thing about COVID now. COVID starts off with regular cold symptoms. It hits you. The thing is, it doesn't hit you right away. Because if it did, you would definitely know you have COVID. But the fact that it doesn't hit you right away, meaning that, like, you don't realize, you wanna know.
Right.
So with the false negative, I'm thinking like, okay, cool, we're okay.
It's probably just a flu or something.
Probably just flu. So I went and just got regular flu medication. In day one, it was just regular flu symptoms, just a runny nose and a slight sneeze, right? Day two comes along, and day two was a progression of day one, where it was just like Just a little bit of chest pain, but mainly chest pain, and it's just like coughing wise, just a slight cough. I was coughing a lot, and my throat was hurting a little bit. Not even hurting, just itching, right? And I was like, okay, I'm whatever. So took some more medication. I still felt a little bit, but towards the end of Friday, so that was Friday. So towards the end of Friday, around like later on Friday, around like I want to say 8-9 o'clock, I felt like a high pitch, like not high pitch, but like this sort of like my body got hot out of nowhere, right? And I was like, this is weird, right? The fact that my body's getting hot and I have a headache, and I was like, okay, well, I have a headache, my body's hot. Still think it's the think it's the flu, think it's just regular cold, whatever. And then I remember I texted and I was like, yeah, Danny, I don't feel too good. And then he's like, but you already took the thing. It's like I was
Right.
like, he's like, okay, whatever. Now we get to the third day. The third day is when all hell broke loose, right? So the first 2 days were just like, okay, whatever. The third day was when I knew something was wrong, because the third days when the only two things happened, adding on to everything else that was happening, but those two things changed the whole dynamic of what was going on, and I knew something was wrong. Body fatigue and body ache. I did not work out for my body to hurt this bad, and everything that I did, like literally, I kid you guys not, I got up from my room, walked to the fridge. It's not that far. It's literally not that far, and I collapsed and I fell on the fridge. That's when I knew there's a problem. Like,
This is a serious topic, but you said I collapsed and fell on the fridge. That was the funniest thing ever.
no, like it sounds funny.
Wait, so
but
you said you didn't work out enough to feel like that, but that's working out. You feel like a soreness in your
you
muscle.
feel like a
There's
yeah,
like a
you know,
different
these
type of
these are different type of
like compare it like to a regular body ache that you get with like a flu.
to a flu. This is like literally like the way I was explaining to Danny. It felt like, so the body fatigue is like you just feel like you're exerting a lot, bro. Literally coughing made you feel tired. I kid you not. Me coughing took energy out of me. I felt tired, but
Wow.
the body ache was like the way I explained to Danny. He felt like somebody had like a hammer and just hitting my bones. Literally hitting my bones.
That's horrible.
And you're getting chills. You have a fever. And unfortunately, I didn't check like how high my fever was, but I was burning up. Shanika touched my forehead. She said, you're burning up. And that's when I was like, okay, you know what? I have to go see a doctor, because either I have COVID or I have some kind of like a allergic reaction, or like a legitimate like the flu, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he has to be
something
something, some serious. So either way, I have to see a doctor for him to prescribe me some sort of medication. But I didn't go on day 3. I ended up going on day 4, because at the end, and I'm not usually the type to get super emotional, and because I don't get sick very easily, and for the most part, when I do get sick, I just power through it, take a couple, medication, just go through, because mama didn't raise no bitch, right? So I just, so I just power through it. But I woke up at 4 a.m. and guys, this is like, exactly. Yeah, I woke up at 4 a.m. and it was like, I was in so much pain, like tears were running down my face. And I called, she was like,
Wow.
babe, I think I'm gonna, like, I'm not even being dry. I was like, babe, I think I'm gonna, I didn't want to say the word death. I said, babe, I think I'm gonna pass out. Like, I was in that much pain. Like, my body was aching, the chills running down my body. I felt hot, I felt cold, I had a fever. It was effing terrible. Like, it was so bad.
Wow.
Right? And then as soon as we got up, you opened at the urgent care opened at 9 a.m. Went over there, talked to a doctor, right? And then funny enough, when I woke up that day, that's when the other symptom came along, which is when I completely lost my sense of smell and my sense of taste. Like, Denny, they were gone. Like, dude, you could take a dump right next to me, I wouldn't be able to smell. No, I'm serious. It was that, like, guys, I couldn't smell. Like, you could literally rub pepper right here, like the strongest like smelling thing you could have. I could not smell it. I can't eat. No appetite, right? Because you can't taste. Once you can't taste or smell.
Wait, how does it feel like to lose those two senses?
You never realize how important they are bro. Like, have you ever thought about going through life without being able to smell?
Or
Like my
taste.
mom's cooking.
Everything will be so
It's bland.
bland
It's like imagine stripping
there's
colors.
like no meaning.
No meaning to anything. Like, bro, like food is not enjoyable. Like you realize you don't like. That's when you realize you don't eat. Like eating is not just to for yourself, but it's an experience. Like you taste the food, it tastes great,
Yeah.
right? In that losing that sense itself makes you not want to eat, and it's dangerous. Now you realize why people have to taste, because if you don't taste, you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna want to eat because it doesn't taste good. You don't want to eat. I literally rather have everything be sour and bitter than losing the sense of taste. At least I get some type of like intrinsic feeling from being sour or bitter. Just nothing, no taste, salt, nothing. Pepper, nothing. Lemon. I squeeze a lemon. Nothing. Nothing, bro. It's weird. And you know what's funny is my doctor told me it's nerve damage because COVID attacks your nerve. Like that's actually literally nerve damage in your
I
body.
see.
Yeah, and that's why she said that the long lasting effects of coughing, sneezing, and smell of taste, it would take months to get back because nerve damages take a long time for them to heal.
Right.
For them to heal. Yeah, so it's
wow.
terrible. Nerve damage. Fun fact, by the way, it's nerves. Nerves are do that. So where was I?
So when you found out that you had it, what happened after that?
So
How you feeling?
what do you
or
mean?
Did
when I
anything
found
change?
out? Yeah. So when I went to the doctor, it's funny. I always say it's funny to me because when I walked in there, did the whole checkup on me, and he said, so he explained to me what's going on, and I told him, doc, I told him all the symptoms, and the last thing I said was that I couldn't taste or smell.
He's like, yeah.
And he said, most likely you have COVID. I was like, well, damn, dog. Wait, tell me straight. Like, no hope whatsoever. I guess he's seen so many of these cases before.
Probably.
He probably. So then, after that happened, he actually went. Dude, by the way, he jammed that shit up my nose, by the way. He literally jammed it up there. Like, he was terrible on top of me already feeling all those pains. Came back. Yep, tested positive. Now, I remember the first person I called down. I was like, yeah, bro, just tested positive. Yeah. I could hear Danny's voice, super disappointed, concerned. He was like, this could not be happening.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what's happening. Walked out there. I texted Shanika right away. I was like, yeah, babe, I got COVID. And...
Timer?
Yeah.
So I guess this is good. Well, not even good, but so due to COVID, we actually lost a legend in the car community. If you guys follow me on social media, I posted about it. And prayers go out to the family. But my buddy Alton, he actually passed away a couple weeks ago, I believe. Almost a month. Rest in peace, you legend. He actually did the clutch on my 370Z. A couple years ago, I actually went to go film his high horsepower 370Z. It was that he was the first or second ever person that I met up to film a video like that.
That's
First guy
awesome.
was a twin turbo 370 with you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I went to go see him.
Nice.
Such a great guy, man. Like, you know those people that when you meet them, you just know they're a great person because they're so
Just feel the energy right away.
and just so friendly and want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
He was that guy. And he left a beautiful family behind, his kids, his wife.
Prayers.
So prayers go out to them. But yeah,
family,
it's a serious thing, man. It's really scary and
I'm glad you mentioned. How old was Elton?
I'm sure he was in his 40s, maybe 50s, but 100% at least 40s.
Okay, and it's so crazy that you mentioned that. You know what was crazy, bro? Literally on my way here, not on my way here, like a couple hours before, my mom has a friend, a church member, who just lost his mom due to COVID. Today, she passed away today in the hospital.
There's a church member as well.
Yeah.
That's actually in a ventilator right now.
Really?
So everybody's praying for him.
And,
yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, guys, before I continue my story, guys, you guys, because I've had to experience COVID, I'm not happy that I did, but life is experiences, and I could honestly say I understand why old people can't survive this. Because literally the best way, Danny, I could explain COVID, imagine somebody sucking your life force away from you. And imagine if it's a battle of attrition, right? Your body's trying to take your life force back, but this thing is taking your life force. But now imagine your life force you're old, it's already at like
right
20%. There's not much left. So when he comes in and he takes it away, I'm young. I'm not, bro. I don't go to the gym. I I don't go out harder like Danny does. He works out. So Danny is healthier than me. So meaning that he has more energy. He has a better immune system. Like all these things. So, but surely for myself, it's because I'm young. And imagine you're an older individual where you never took care of your body like that. You never went to the gym. Yeah, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
Yeah.
He's definitely like it's terrible. So yeah. So after continuing on, came back. And then the doc's like, listen, you just gotta quarantine. Be careful. And what's going on? And then day 6. So then that was day 5. Day 6.
Oh, I just wanna mention. Were you vaccinated during this whole thing or no? You did not get vaccinated?
I did not get vaccinated.
Got it.
I'm glad you mentioned that. So my girlfriend and her brother both got vaccinated, and they were near me. Cause the first 3 days I didn't know I had COVID, like with the false negative and everything else. I didn't know I had COVID, but it was the idea that I was fine. I ended up getting my sister-in-law, who is pregnant, and is absolutely terrible because while I can take medication due to her pregnancy, there's certain medication I cannot take. Right. So she was 10 times worse than I was in terms of like chest pains. She did a whole day of vomiting. I mean, it was that is another story within itself. So we don't have if you have the time, we could talk about that. But right now, so Shanika and Giovanni went and got tested. They came back, negative. They came out negative. But it was also reassuring, to the fact that even if they did get it, it would not do them like it did me. Essentially, it would just be like it would come across as a regular fever, like a regular cold for like a day or two, max 2 days, and boom, they're back to normal. But not like 2 to 3 weeks of like coughing or hacking up a lung. But anyway, so just to wrap this up, day 6, right? So I don't know, like I've read conflicting stories about COVID. Like some people it takes longer, others it does it. For me, it was the first week things got. Like day 6 is when I reached the climax, right? Day 6, all of the symptoms all in one, like everything: the headache, the fevers, the chills, the body ache, and this is where you get to the other side of COVID, is the mental part of it too, right? So let me walk you through it. So your body's hurting you, you have this unknown disease, people don't know anything about. There's a new variant, the Delta variant, that's going on out there. And then the thoughts start creeping in, right? People have died from this. I feel really bad. It seems like there's no end. My body, like, I'm talking about the climax. Everything. So the headaches, the fevers, the body ache, the body fatigue, the coughing, everything all at once. It was absolutely atrocious. So you can imagine mentally at this point, I'm like, yo, this might be it for your boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like deep inner thoughts type things, right? Like this might be it for your boy. I'm like, oh my God, this is happening. Like the mental part of it, I'm like, bro, this is just. And I remember I was like, is this really, like, I really thought is this really how I'm gonna go out? Like, I'm not exaggerating. I really think to myself, like, is this really how I'm about to go out alone in my garage, quarantine? Nobody
you were
around.
in your garage?
Yeah, bro. Like, cause I had to be set up. Like, bro, I was like, this is effing terrible.
So they set up like a bed and everything.
Yeah,
in the garage?
like, bro, I was like, this is effing terrible.
I thought you
like,
were in your room.
No, sir. Like, literally.
Wasn't it hot in there?
Oh, we got a little portable AC in there, so we straight. Like, bro, it was like absolutely horrific. Yeah. I like how you're laughing at my death story, brother. What a friend, right? What a friend. What a guy.
You're okay. I was worried, man.
No, Danny
I was
genuinely
really worried. I was asking every day how you were doing.
Yeah. No, he was. Danny genuinely like kept
Let's go.
up
We got to film a podcast
every day. He had, trying to get some content out of me while I was dying. No, but Danny genuinely like looked up every day. Man. Yeah, especially when I texted her, like my body was shutting down.
I was like,
Danny
what
was
kind
like,
of text is this?
What
you mean your body's shutting down?
I was like, bro, you good? Like, no, but yeah. So, but after day 6. The whole day, it's pretty much the next 2 weeks are it. Every single day, a symptom goes away or partially goes down. Right. In the last thing, and even right.
Today's day 7, right?
Huh? Even right now. Like I can't say 100% I can smell or taste.
Right, but you already went to get
We went
tested
to-
to
right,
the doctor.
doctor,
He
out of
tested negative.
quarantine,
That's why we're here being safe.
right, and then also, so in the long lasting effects are that's literally they're called lingering effects, of course, because remember the smell and the taste are nerve damage. Like you can't. There's no.
I've heard of people that haven't gotten their taste and smell back for like months.
Yeah, like he literally said, he might take a month. Like you literally might take a month to
Wow.
get those back. But he's okay though. He's like, that's definitely normal. That's fine. You got nothing to worry about. That's definitely okay. So when you're reassured to me that I'm not contagious, I can't give it to her. That's when I felt comfortable to get out. I told my family,
Right.
everybody I remember I told you we're all good, and now I can interact with people now. But I was really scared because even though he told me that, I was coughing a lot and I was sneezing, and that's particles. But he said you have to worry about that. You'll find those are once again lingering effects. But as long as they're called the hardcore symptoms: chest pain, trouble breathing, fevers, and the fevers and the chills. As long as you don't have those, and you have to take like medication to suppress the body aches and stuff like that.
But you're not coughing or anything right now.
No,
right?
I'm not coughing. Mind you, I have the medication. The
Oh, I
cough
see.
medication that he gave me.
Gotcha.
But I would cough from time to time. But like it's not like there, like he was perfectly. Bro, he was so, like I was saying, Danny, like every minute was like 15 coughs. I felt like my lungs, like somebody hooked up 2 fishing hooks and yanking up my lungs.
my gosh.
Every time I cough, like my throat. It was, guys, please don't get this. Be careful out there.
Whew.
Yeah, any other questions? I think I hit everything, right?
I think you did a great job kind of saying day by day what
Day by-
happened, how
yeah.
you got it. And wait, do you know how you got it?
I don't know. I honestly do not know how I got it. I don't know where.
Wow.
No way. And
Because you weren't working either.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't working. I was like literally. Oh, thank you for mentioning that. I missed my new start date. I got another start date for my job, which is 27. So essentially, I almost spent 2 months without a job, right? Because life happens, and I did not get to go to my graduation, guys.
Did you at least watch it online? Like through a little screen?
I did not, because I was bitter. Like bro, 5 years wasted, dude. Like,
Wow.
bro, guys, I don't want to relive these emotions to this podcast, but like, I was so
the
distraught.
third time.
My mom was. My Shanika was upset. My dad, because they called off. Like they literally, called off for those days from work, and like they're ready to go, and boom, here we are. Like,
Wow.
and just so disappointed.
That's probably such like a weird
Bro,
scenario to be in, right? Like you're
bro.
supposed to graduate and walk,
Walk.
but you can't because you're contagious,
You're
so you gotta
contagious.
stay
But
home.
here's the thing, though. I'm like, bro, if I feel better, I'm like, I contemplated going, but my body's like, yeah,
come
fam,
on,
you're
come
not
on, Jack. Let's face it. He actually went.
Nah,
Mm.
can you imagine?
You're a fraud,
I'm
bro.
getting my diploma and I'm coughing on everybody. Like, it's bronchitis. It's okay, guys. It's bronchitis. It's fine.
We said
Nah.
that joke 3 times.
By the way, this is so rehearsed. They didn't heard this story before. Oh man,
We have had a lot of difficulties making this one podcast, but hey, we're managing.
We're managing.
No, I just wanted to. Well, we both wanted to make this podcast just to kind of give people like a good kind of breakdown of what happens when you get COVID.
Exactly.
Because I've been fortunate enough and thankful enough to never have gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
No one in my family here household has gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
We're all vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
If that
I'm the only one
helps.
in my family that got it too. To be honest, I don't know how, but sure. But yeah. So to wrap this up, this morbid point, I know a lot of, you guys, think that, like, okay, I don't want to say describers because our describers are very smart and they're intelligent.
Oh yeah,
and
they're smarter than us.
You're
Did you know
definitely
that?
smarter than us. You guys are high.
100%.
9,000, right? Over 9,000. I don't even know that's it. But I will say this: for those small percentage who don't think COVID who thinks COVID is over, guys, it's not. There's a new variant called the Delta variant. Guys, COVID sucks, and I'm not telling anybody to go get vaccinated. Your body, you put whatever you want in there. But what I will say this: I've experienced the alternative. Right, I've experienced the.
No, just be safe, be thoughtful. Know that this thing is real. To the capacity that not that it's real or not, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I messed up. Hold on. I meant to say, if you think it's super contagious, cool. If you don't, cool. But know that it's something that's real.
It's real.
And that it affects a lot of lives. A lot of people have lost their lives over this. And just be aware of it. Be aware.
And I just wanted to add, Danny got vaccinated. My Shanique, like my girlfriend, your girlfriend got vaccinated. For those of you guys who are in between, look up some information. Get educated about it. And I would
and
say,
by educated, I don't mean go on TikTok.
No, like legit.
I saw this
CDC.
TikTok. Let me know if you saw it.
No, what's up?
Not great TikTok, but he said everyone that got vaccinated will die 3 to 6 months from now.
What what? What did you just say? Bro, what?
I'm giving you the Z, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, he said that. It was during a conference, I believe.
Are we allowed to call people morons or no? Are we allowed to do that? Because I'm trying.
You can.
But I don't like. He just so degree.
Yeah, and he said he was like a published author. He was a researcher. I forgot what he was, but I know he said that we were gonna die between 3 to 12 months. Like, what's good, bro? That's it. It's the end.
Oh.
Well, you're gonna live.
No.
Good for you, because you're not vaccinated yet.
I'm definitely gonna
good
go
for you,
get
bro.
it. Oh.
All right, let's end it off right there.
But yeah, so guys, no, I was just gonna say, so get educated, and me and Danny would definitely advocate for you guys to get vaccinated for sure. But with that being said, once again, I just want to say a big thank you for the people that wished me well in the comments. Prayers that were my way, they were heard, and your boy's back to give you more great content.
Guess who's back?
Back again. We should have played that. No. Let's do it.
Dude, it felt weird not making a podcast for 2 weeks, man.
3 actually.
3. Look at that.
3. Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't expect it to be 3, to be honest. I thought it was gonna be at least like 2, but I wouldn't say 3. I think by the 3rd week I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because technical difficulties happen, BS and blah blah blah. But
some serious technical difficulties. That was bad.
Can I ask this? How does a wire go bad, guys? I just want to know how does a wire
that has been stored for just normal
just go bad. Like, and then you had to reset your entire audio settings and your computer recognize it, but all you have to do is change the wire.
That wire sus, bro.
Absolutely stupid, absolutely ridiculous. But I digress.
That is weird. I don't even know how that happens,
dude. I don't know. It got me thinking my dongle was messed up, and I spent a lot of money on this thing, bro. Like,
that was $20, dude.
Bro, that's a lot of money, Danny. We're negative $2,000. Pay our bills, like and subscribe.
Why does everything go up every time we film a podcast?
Oh, wasn't it $3,000 yesterday? It went down.
Well, every time
we took out a small loan of $1,000, bro.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Please pay our like and subscribe.
So, talk about money.
Patreon, huh?
I know you have an OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
News have come out that starting October, OnlyFans will not allow exclusive PORN content.
You know what sucks?
How you feel about that, Jack? What are you gonna do?
Hold on. I'm gonna get to that in a second. You know what sucks about having to redo this podcast? Is that you have to fake your reaction. But
we're not faking anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. This is totally not rehearsed at all. We're making a movie at this point. We have a script when they need to laugh.
We have a TV right there with the rolling script.
And somebody's literally behind the camera telling Danny laugh. But anyways, so when Danny first told me about this, before we lost our audio, I didn't know that OnlyFans was just another social media platform where you pay to get exclusive content.
Yeah.
I thought it was like legitimately like Pornhub, like made for like pornographic content, because I never looked into it. Because I heard about OnlyFans because of OnlyFans, like, the girls with the nudity. I honestly didn't know, and I was shocked.
You just got yourself in a hole.
So when I heard when I saw the caption, I was like, so does that mean like they're shutting down porn? Like, he's kind of like that. It's like, how do you shut down entire porn site? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is this
man? But hey, sex sells, bro.
Oh, 100%.
So when you have like an exclusive website that
the
you can
oldest
post
profession.
On,
that's the oldest profession. Is lady prostitution, like selling your body. Oldest profession. Will always be there. I'm
gonna say my theory though. I already said it before, but I'm gonna try to say it how I said it before.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people who do the exclusive content are going to find a way. You guys, I believe in you guys. I believe in them. They're going to find a way to still do exclusive, but in a way where it's allowed and keep that fan base,
Right.
and then other creators that were afraid to get on the app due to the fact there's a stigma of pornography. They're gonna see that stigma is gonna go away, and more people are gonna go. Oh crap, my camera went bad.
Oh, yeah.
More people are gonna come and just join the app. So I think this is actually kind of a good thing for OnlyFans.
I agree, but also slightly disagree in the sense that, like you said earlier, sex sells, and sex sells for a reason. And having a platform that came from girls literally selling pornography or nudity to not to automatically stopping, that's where majority of like the users of your platform came from. And now all of a sudden, what other people are gonna show like card content, wrestling content, like, you know, like what, like those people are gonna leave. And now unless you get like some big names, like big YouTubers like PewDiePie, I don't know, like Markiplier, like these big names to actually have exclusive content on there, then yeah, then you would eventually start changing the stigma of what OnlyFans is known for.
It's gonna be a rough start.
It's gonna be 100%.
Rough in the beginning.
100%.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out though.
I'm just so happy. And I have a feeling that the girls who was hustling over there, I don't know, I didn't read into it too much, but I don't know exactly how they're banning it, because sometimes it might just be like pornographic content, but bikinis, all that stuff still sell. So the stigma might not still ever go away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I was sitting down, and then Jack sends me a message of a little game called Robot or whatever.
It's called Mech Arena Battlegrounds.
What was the other thing that we were going to discuss?
The Black Panther thing.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't even remember
exactly that.
All right. So when I was quarantined, right? You know, when you're quarantined, there's not much to do.
Wait, what did you do in the garage?
A lot of so what I did do is basically a lot of YouTube, a lot of Netflix.
Oh, have you heard of this one guy called Danny Z? You should check him out. Pretty sick content.
I heard he's a loser, to be honest, and I heard he doesn't even bench 150, bro. So liar.
Wow.
Liar.
You
Fraud. What are, in the words of Bernardo, you're an imposter, bro. So I really I did a lot of Netflix, a lot of YouTube, and a lot of gaming, you know, like, you know, in the words of Danny, that sounds like fun, but no, it's not.
Let's face it, dude, you didn't really have COVID. You were just chilling. You're just chilling the whole time.
Can you
bro.
imagine? I did have COVID this entire time, bro. Like, you just vibing in my.
You just read a description of Google.
Stole somebody else's story. I'm a fraud.
Dude, that would be so bad.
Then he asked for the documents, doctor's notes, all the doctor's visits. Are they real?
There's actually a script on the screen right now of all the symptoms.
Bro, it's like, what urgent care was it? Who's the doctor's name? Where are the documents
Dude,
given?
that's funny.
But yeah, so that's primarily what I did, guys. And then occasionally looking up in the ceiling, thinking about how effed I am, and I might actually be the last day on Earth. So that was not.
Did you guys ever open the garage or said it was closed?
It was closed. Why would we open it, bro? I'm already hot as hell. Like, you know, what's wrong with you?
Just look at the cars go by.
See, I'm coughing. See what I mean? Like, it's still there. It's annoying sometimes. What was I gonna say?
Dude, I have a smoker's cough.
Oh, mine's a
like,
long.
did you see your cough? It sounded nice.
Yeah.
Mine sounds disgusting. It's like.
Why do you sound like a gorilla? You turn to a monkey.
It's
I mean,
bad.
a gorilla when you. For me, it's more of a elongated. It's like the like it just keeps going, and that's why it feels like you're stretching out my lungs. But yeah. Anyways, then he keeps interrupting me. So as you guys know, the great Chadwick Boseman passed away about a year ago. He's actually always been
Rest
a year.
in peace.
Rest in power. Wakanda forever. Great actor, great human being. Should I tell the two stories? The two, like, real
Go
quickly?
for it. Yeah. Why not?
So from his peers across the board, he wasn't just like a great actor. He was a great human being. So one of the few stories was the fact that number one, there was an interview. You guys could look it up when when they were doing the press screenings for Black Panther before it came out, there's this kid that he went to visit in the hospital, and the kid was dying, and he said that he wanted to see Black Panther before he went, and he was gonna invite the kid to the screening of Black Panther, and they actually come to him in the Black Panther suit, like the movie prop, and gift it to him. And in the middle of them film, like finishing up the movie, he found out, got word that the kid passed away. And he's telling the story with the full cast panels, and he just breaks down crying. And it was just like one of those most humble moments. Like, these people, we put them in such a high pedestal, but they're human.
Yeah,
they're human. And
he's
closer at it, like, pat me back, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be human. It's okay to cry, like, to feel these emotions. And you can, like, people started tearing up. It was like just a great, just man being. And then the other story was, I believe he was filming this movie called Message from the King. It's a great movie. Look it up on Netflix. Incredible. Fun fact, that's actually the movie where he actually got his accent down to play Black Panther, because he has an African character there as well. So he actually started learning it there. Pretty cool. This woman got I forgot her name, but she was saying that she was doing the movie, and Chadwick noticed that in the, he was the lead star, and he noticed that. Hold on.
Oh, you gotta restart the camera. Yeah. How long is it gonna take Jack to restart the camera? 5, 4. It's been 5 minutes now. Should we do a little bit of ASMR? If you're still here. Honestly, if
meow. Black Panther.
Honestly, if they're still watching right now, massive respect. We really appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you guys for real. But yeah, so Chadwick noticed that there was a she got paid less, and he literally took a pay cut for her because he believed in her acting prowess. And funny enough, she only told that story because he passed away. Because I remember he's like, don't just only talk about it. He's something like
he passed away through due to cancer.
Cancer, right? Yeah, due to cancer. Mind you, throughout the entire,
no one knew. Only his wife knew. Wow. Doing all of this voice acting for What If TV show, all of that. That's right, insane. Going through cancer, and just a few feeds. And so the reason I brought that up, for those of you guys, I think there are. I'm not sure, but there's this tied to a foundation or whatever, but there's this game called Marvel's Avengers, and they just came out with their Wakanda War for Wakanda DLC, with of course Wakanda and Black Panther being added to the game. Big homage to Chadwick Boseman, and of course he was T'Challa in the game. He's actually voiced by Chris Judge, which is a great voice actor. You guys might know him from God of War. That guy. Oh, wow. Incredible. Great voice. You would never know it was him, though, because he got the accent down pat. And it was a very emotional moment seeing him talk about playing the character after filling such great shoes of Chadwick. It was just great. So just wanna bring that up. If you guys didn't know, go support and just remember him and just strive to be like him, because he's going through such a terrible time, and yet he did his job. How many of us could do that? So we just strive. Very true. It almost been a year since, or has been a year now since he passed away. Kobe turns today, right? To his birthday?
Yeah. Crazy.
Another rest in peace.
I mean, guys, there's no even. It's Kobe. He dropped 85 points in the game. Fucking ridiculous.
Absolutely. How old would he be today? 43 or 42?
43. 43. Because he died at 42. I believe so. He died at 42.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, that year was just awful, man.
Right?
Good Lord. And that's how we started off the year, too, bro. That was last year. Yeah, that's how we started off the year. Holy shit.
I'll never forget.
Damn, dog.
That's one of those deaths where you never forget what you were doing.
Yeah. I was in Boca, literally left my dorm, my way to work.
Yeah.
Left my way to work, in my girl. Shanika texted me, and my sister called me, letting me know that Kobe died. That's when I knew it was a joke. I was like, there's no way.
It was the day before my sister's birthday, and we were over there in the apartment.
Yeah.
And that's when I logged into Instagram, and then we found out.
You found out. Bro, I got to work quiet. Just
He's
it
such
was,
an
the
impactful
atmosphere was
person.
crazy. But that comes to show, bro, the impact this man had on the world by just shooting a ball in the hoop. Literally. But Dude, it was just incredible. I mean, just if it's that bad, imagine if when Michael Jordan passed away, like, you know what I'm saying,
Man,
that
oof.
would be just. Remember when you know how it would be like when we lost Michael Jackson? It would be the same way,
I'll
bro.
never forget either.
You-
I was on my way to the beach in the back of the car.
Yeah, bro. I was actually playing Gears of War.
Of course
My dad
you
walked
were.
in and he's like, yes, Michael Jackson. That one didn't hit as much just because it
That
was
one
past my time.
impacted me because my dad is the biggest. Michael
Is he
Jackson.
really?
The biggest?
Really?
He is.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Nobody I knew was a big Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what though, because of that, I learned so much about. I watched documentaries, videos on videos, music videos. Like I knew, I got myself. I wanted to know why the world was mourning, because I knew about the name. And you know what's so sad is, the time I started learning, like my view of Michael was based on the negative stigma that he had in the media.
Right.
It was really sad. It wasn't until his death that I realized, like, a lot of them were true, or in some of them were conspiracies. They were lies. They were never proven.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're like looking for the truth, and then
The
you
truth,
mix it with
yeah.
conspiracies, and
Exactly, because the
you
internet's
think
wild.
your conspiracy is true, and then you're like, wait,
It's fake.
I've been thinking this true the whole time, and
Exactly.
there's no
But-
actual fact that this is true. So you
Yeah,
gotta be careful.
It was absolutely wild. Like,
Yeah.
but as a kid, I was really young. I just want to know, why was the world? Who was this dude? Like, I know he's famous, but why, bro? But this guy was, bro. When you talk about transcending above a star, he was that. The whole world knew, like the world, bro.
Wow.
Like countries they even heard of, bro, mourning this guy.
Right.
Absolutely insane. Imagine having that level of like stardom. How do you feel?
I wouldn't want that, man.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be able to live like a normal,
you couldn't,
relaxed life,
because everybody knows you. You can't escape it.
and you probably have so much pressure on you.
Pressure on
and
you.
It's for
And-
some
and-
people, not for everybody though.
Not for everybody, but at the same time, this is why we come to find out, like, these people have flaws. When you put them on such a high pedestal, the lens is on them. You're gonna see all their flaws and mistakes. How many of us are perfect?
No
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna
no one's
judge them.
perfect,
You know, it's
except for
crazy.
me.
Yeah, guys, we're perfect. Shift in Motion is perfect, bro.
When I ended off right here, that was a pretty good podcast, man.
Sure, I mean, if you want.
Why do you say it like that?
I mean, whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, if you wanted to talk some more.
Do you want to keep talking about
Didn't
something?
you want to talk about not keep talking about something?
was
but
it?
Quickly mention what's going on with Cuba and Haiti. You know, just quickly go over that.
Oh, true. Right, because
Yeah.
one of the last. Yeah, of course. Thank you for
Yeah.
reminding me.
Yeah.
So in Haiti, as we know,
Mhm.
earthquake just hit,
And
and then the hurricane,
What's the name?
and then the president recently passed.
recently passed. So like back to back to back.
Man, it's bad over there.
He's really bad.
Do you ever think you're gonna go back or no?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I just haven't had the funds to do so.
Yeah.
Or the motivation with everything going on. Cause I left when I was super young, and I did go back twice when I was 12 and again when I was 15. But it's just the idea that, like, you don't have a like. Can I ask you a question? Do you feel like you have a connection, like,
With
Cuba?
Cuba? In a way,
being
yes,
so
but
young?
definitely not compared to someone like my mom or
Same. That's why
my
I
dad
asked.
that grew up there,
Right.
and they.
That's exactly why I asked, because the way my
So I do have a connection, but to a certain point.
for me, that's what I feel like too. Like, my parents, like, the way they felt when the president died or the earthquake matters. I mean, of course, it was my people. I'm hurting. You know, like, there
No,
are
of
people.
course.
Of course, but it's not.
That's where we came from.
Yeah, there's a level of, like, soundness or, like, deepness that's not
That's not there.
there, because there's
I know.
some sort of, like, lost
That's exactly how I feel when a relative passes away,
that you didn't.
and you're not really that close to them, but you're like, dang, that's my relative. I'm
Right.
sad, but someone that's with them every day is sad, but there's something deep
different
there.
about that. For, like, the best way to explain that is, bro, it's like, the way I look at it, I'm more sad. Like, for example, let's just say a relative passed away that my mom knew. I'm more sad at looking at my mom crying over a relative than me actually being sad about the relative that just went and passed away. And
Yeah.
of course, with Cuba, the fight is still going on.
Fight is still going.
It's still strong. I'll be honest with
yeah,
you, I
man,
haven't
not
done
much
a
has
lot of
changed.
research. But yeah, not much has
has
changed though.
changed.
Same.
We're still fighting for our freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, everyone is supporting here.
Yeah.
It's always dope when we go into the highway and there's, because we have like the little Cuban flags in
Mhm.
the car. There's like other people with Cuban flags. We say
No,
hi, what's up?
it's all over. It's all over. In
And then we
Naples,
went to
actually, all over.
Daytona. We
Yeah.
parked at I forgot what store, but someone came up to us and we were just talking to them about what's happening in Cuba and whatnot. So there's a lot of people here supporting, man.
Yeah. I mean, of
Recently,
course.
a Cuban boxer fought against
Yeah.
Pacquiao, took the W.
Took the W. That was
Such a
probably,
proud moment.
especially for what's going on now.
And
give
he
you a
said it. He
reason.
said,
Yeah.
freedom and vida y patria. Or
Mhm.
yes, that's
That-
what.
Bro, that's
that's
dope.
what happened.
No, you just.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm really.
But yeah,
scared.
you know, there's a lot happening in Cuba,
Mhm.
but we're still fighting. We're still supporting from here. And
But what a way to win, though, right? Especially for your people.
bro,
what they're
that's
going through right now.
amazing,
That's
man. So many people are
amazing.
supporting. I
That's-
loved it.
that's
And when he was just
awesome.
speaking,
You just felt the national, like, yes,
You're like,
go, cute.
Man,
You
that
just
was
go.
crying.
That's awesome.
man, that was like going crazy.
That's awesome.
It
But
was
yeah,
awesome. It was amazing.
I think we're gonna end it there. I think it was a great podcast.
That's a good
We're
podcast.
back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We
Are
back.
let's go, guys. We're back to you every episode a week. Content
So
on Instagram is
it
gonna
should be every Monday, but might be every Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
yeah.
Latest Wednesday.
Latest Wednesday. You guys know. Thank you for your patience. Technical difficulties happen, sickness happen, life happens, but just know that you're guaranteed a podcast every week.
Because we enjoy doing this. We don't have to do
Guys,
this.
we don't have to do this. We love
We
doing
actually
this.
like doing this. It's
like
fun.
like I told Danny, I can't wait to get back
Yeah,
and actually have this
yeah.
conversation.
I
Like,
feel the
it's
same
fun.
way.
Like
With that being said, though, thank you guys so much for watching, liking,
on
subscribing.
Apple, it's also an Apple podcast. As
When-
well.
dude, you don't even upload it on there anymore.
That
You were just laying down doing nothing for 2 weeks.
but all of them up to date though. We're good.
Oh, they are?
Wow, Danny, are you serious?
Are they?
Yes.
I'm going to check right after.
Yeah, check. I remember I
Link will
told
be
you
in
all
the
to date.
description to all the podcasts. We'll be on Apple in case you guys are working out, in case you're in the car right now. Wherever you are, go ahead and give it a listen. We love you guys so much. Stay out there safe. Follow your dreams. And Jack, you want to end that off?
Damn.
Damn. Peace out.
Damn.